pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected off the mirrors and pit quick, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today it is Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope you guys are out there enjoying this beautiful weather. Hopefully, some of you all are playing golf because I am not. Wish I was on the links, but I am not today. Wish I hate it when it does that. If I hit this actual deal over here, it messes me up. So apologize for that little break. Anyway, Thunder last night. I don't know if you guys saw the game. I was blessed to be able to go with the commander and his wife, lovely wife Kimberly. He had a great time last night watching the Thunder take care of business and taking a 1-0 lead in a game that they probably should have lost last night against the Pelicans. But they were the team that I wanted to see. I did not want to see. I'd rather us play the Pelicans over the Kings because, one, the Pelicans, we match up with them. And, Jones does give SGA some issues, but SGA does what SGA does. And I just think that I like them because, one, they make mistakes, and they are, without Zion, even with Zion, I think they play good. But at the same time, I just think we match up better with them and we have a better chance to win because, like I said, we do play better defense against them at the end of games, and then also they do make horrible decisions. Like the time they got 4 straight offensive rebounds and shot 4 threes. It was like unbelievable. Now, I'm glad that they did it. And we came through, but once again, our weakness, the glaring weakness, which is probably going to keep us from winning the NBA championship, is offensive rebounds. We are 29th out of 30 teams when it comes to that discrepancy. And like we've talked about many times, last year, going into the draft, the Thunder need 3 things. They needed a shooter. They needed better outside shooting, which we did. We needed better perimeter defense, which we got. And we needed inside presence, which we did. Now, we did have Chet, but, we got Kaysen, so I'm not going to even be upset about Kaysen at all. He has been a great pickup by Sam Presti. What a great choice that he was by the staff and the recruiters to pick him out because he made a great play on CJ last night, McCollum, to knock the ball away, and CJ was forced to throw up a shot. And we got lucky because Kaysen did jump. Fortunately, it was him, not Dort, and he went to the side, completely back down, and CJ would have actually had to jump into him sideways in order to pick up the foul. So, anyway, great play last night by them, great win by the Thunder. Like I said, we got away with one last night. But it was to be expected because, another thing this is our first playoff game. And Drew Henthorne and I last year, we had lamented about the fact that we wanted the Thunder play in a series, even though the administration, once again, they're not in win mode, not now, not last year. They're in building picks. And then we have a bunch of picks. What the hell? We're going to have a bunch of picks forever? When are we going to start trying to win? And I understand that we gave away a bunch of picks to get Paul George, and we got into a pickle, and we got out of it again by trading him and Russell. So we got out of that, and we got picks. And now we're just absolutely loaded with picks, which is fine. And then, of course, we have the MVP, and we're going to go over the NBA news and stuff and talk about the postseason awards. And I saw a show. This is real. I didn't watch it all. It was saying that J-Dub is going to be a better player than SGA. Some idiot dude. And it just cracks me up because that's what the Thunder think. And he goes, well, he's 22 and SGA is 25. Remember what SGA was doing at 22. Okay? He was here at 22. You forget what he was doing at 22? And when people say that, all you're doing is trying to align yourself with the Thunder. I don't give a shit about that. Okay? I don't give a shit about that. And by the way, let's go ahead and talk about this. So if you guys want to uh, join in, we had a great show last night. It was late, and we had quite a few people come on and comment and ask questions last night. So please, by all means, go to YouTube, search the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark, like, subscribe, hit notifications, and you can ask any questions. Or if you want to make a comment about something, then I'll acknowledge you and we'll talk about it here on air. So please, by all means, go ahead and do that. Or Wednesday night, we'll be back on again, even though it's going to be a late night on After the Storm, OKC Thunder. So it's After the Storm, OKC Thunder, and then, of course, the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark. So go ahead and like those two things. Like, subscribe, hit notifications, and every time we're on, it will pop up. Now, back to what I was saying. I don't understand these people's mentality with J-Dub. J-Dub doesn't have the handles. I mean, last night, you put the ball in SGA's hand. Now, I will say at the end of the game, SGA went and got the ball from J-Dub. And remember, SGA scored 5 of our last 6 points. And had Chet given him the ball at the end, he'd have probably scored all 7 of our points. Because remember, we hadn't scored in 5 minutes. Why? He turned the ball over a couple times. We took some bad shots. Why? Because he doesn't have the ball in his hands. For whatever reason, Daignault, I know what Daignault's doing. He is trying to build J-Dub up because like this idiot dude, whoever he was sitting there talking about J-Dub's a better player. You're wasted. That's the same guy who was saying Russell Westbrook is our best player. Same dude. You're a football guy. You have no knowledge of basketball whatsoever if you think that. You think that a guy who is going to be way more upside than SGA at 25. And talking about SGA is at the peak of his powers. No, you dumbass. As a man, from 25 to 30 years old, that's when you're at your peak as a man. Starting now, SGA is just not getting to his peak physically, mentally, emotionally. Now, he's not at the peak. He's just not getting there. And from about 25 to 30, 32, that's when you're absolute peak as a male performer, period, in any sport. That's when you maximize who you are and what you're doing. Those years, that's when you're at your max. It's not when you're maximizing yourself. It's not when you turn 25, you're at your max. You're probably for you probably are or were or whatever. But for the rest of us, that was the beginning of us physically, mentally, and emotionally being the best that we possibly could be. And I think that I've even gotten better, but that's just me, not physically, because lost a lot of stepfather time, is undefeated. But that being said, SGA is the dude. And we struggled last night as we should. And the other thing is, you can't play 11 people. I know that you have your style, but once again, the Thunder are not in win now mode. And even they said it on the broadcast last night, so I was told, that, they said, we're the only team to play 11 people. And I'm sorry, Hayward and K-Rich should not have been on the floor. We got rebounded by 18 rebounds, offensive rebounds. Vokic, God, I can't think of what's my big man's name. Anyway, he had more offensive rebounds than we had as a team. So, I mean, I don't understand. Dude, you're up for the Coach of the Year, which I think is a joke. But, of course, nobody watches us now. What's going to happen now? You're going to see what they think of him. They're going to start watching him. Why isn't the ball in SGA's hands? And, people are wondering that, but they're like, okay, we'll see. Maybe they're trying to, switch out matchups, which they tried to get Jones off of SGA. And then, of course, he made the and one. But everybody forgets the bucket that he scored before that was against Jones. Nobody's going to stop him. So whatever take that is, yeah, he's a tougher matchup. But when you're as good as he is, they're going to score. It's just like Kobe. There's certain guys that you have that's going to make you work harder to score. When I played, there were certain guys who made me work harder for me to score. But guess what I did? Score. I had to work harder, but I scored. What I do is I get to my spots, and they're going to make me get to my spots to do what I do. That's what happened. Okay? So, that guy also making that take. SGA and Michael Jordan are the only two players in history, dude. I know you're a youngster. History. Okay? To average 30 and shoot 50% plus in back-to-back years. There's only been two. Two. Him and Jordan have done it in back-to-back years. Only two. But you think he's better because he's 3 years younger. You're wasted. On top of that, he's going to be the first Oklahoma City player to be first team All Defensive and first team All NBA. Only Thunder player to have them. Think about the players that we've had, and he's going to be the first to do that. And you think that J-Dub's a better defender. He's not a better defender. You have no idea what the hell you're watching. You're just promoting what the Thunder is telling you to promote. That's what you're doing. You're full of it, dude. You have no clue what the effing you're talking about. That's facts. Number 3. The coach has to understand who's out there and what we're doing. He has to understand that you have less, how do I put this? You have less possessions in the playoffs than you do in the regular season. Now, what does that mean? That means you can't give away possessions. You can't play Hayward 9 minutes. You can't play Kendrick Williams. He's played Kendrick Williams. I like Kendrick. But he hadn't played well at all the last 3 weeks of the season. At all. But yeah, you put him in the playoffs thinking he's going to play well. Defensively, yeah. But, hey, I'd rather have Andrew Wiggins. Not Andrew Wiggins, but, oh, my God, my mind just went blank. I'd rather have Wiggins out there. Aaron Wiggins, sorry. Got the A right. Our best 5, 6 players have always been against the second unit. It's SGA, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen, Wiggins, J-Dub, and then you bring Chet in there. That's been our best 5. That's been our best 5. Why? Because 1, the ball is always in SGA's hands. He's bringing the ball up the court, which puts him in rhythm, number 1. Number 2, he's going to be able to take you off the bounce. Number 3, if he doesn't, he's going to make the right decision to pass it to the right guy. And what do you have? You have shooters. All of them shoot 39%, 38 or 40% from 3. All of them, or better. Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Kaysen, and Chet, J. Will, they all shoot 38 or some percent from 3 or better. So, yeah, why would I not want them out there? Why would I want that group to make a run in the second quarter when you take J-Dub out the game? Because why? That's the group that makes the run. That's the group that wins games. Now, are you trying to win, or are you just satisfied raising the flag and being, conference champions for, what is it, the 5th time or 6th time? I forget what it is. I had it in my phone last night. I believe it's our 5th. This is our 5th or 6th championship. Let me see if I have the picture of it in my phone. I don't think I have the picture. I know that last night I took a bunch of videos and stuff like that, and then Kimberly took some, and she gave me hers, one of her videos. Let me see, do I have it on here? Let me see if I have it on here. Let me see. Turn this volume down. That's the guy hitting the half-court shot. By the way, congratulations, young man, on hitting the half-court shot last night. Let me see. Okay, there is it looks like 5. We've won 5 championships. So, to me, I look at that and I go, hey, job well done. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to continue to be the number 1 seed, you got to play the right rotations, the right lineups. And we've talked about this ad nauseum on this show, the Unpopular Hour, as well as After the Storm. His lineups are terrible, have been all year. And the one thing about it is he's up for Coach of the Year. Why is that? Nobody watched us play. Nobody's listening to freaking Michael Cage. Nobody's watching the Thunder. They're watching their highlights. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing, okay? They're not watching this guy coach. Like last night, Kenny Smith, he was talking about that was a great decision by Dagnall, and Charles Barkley called him. What the hell are you talking about? There's a jump ball. And he goes, well, you don't know if you're going to get the jump ball. Well, there's a 50% chance you're going to get the jump ball. There's a 50% chance you're going to lose that call at that particular point. Why would you take a chance? And remember, we lost that against Utah earlier in the year. What are you doing? Panicking. Just let it play out. Okay, you've got Chet. We could possibly get the tip over Nance. What are you doing? Why would you take a chance on giving them the ball automatically? Because that's what happened. He should not have done that. We're sitting in the stands like, what are you doing? Because we're in the stands, we're watching, and we can see the replay. Hell, you couldn't tell. And it almost looked like he went off Chet. And the commander, Randy and Wright, looked at each other and we're like, that's a terrible decision. What are you doing? Terrible decision. Why are you challenging that? Let that shit go. And whoever's in this Thunder administration, staff, whoever's watching the video, if you can't slow it down and be able to look at it and make a split decision, if you can't do that, don't make that call in that situation. It could have cost us the game. Now, of course, Chet makes a great block, get the ball to SJ, he comes down, gets an and one. All of a sudden, we're up 3. And then they come down and score. C.J. McCollum scores. And then SGA's looking for the ball. Chet throws it to J-Dub because nobody's on it. Dude, get a ball to SGA. Because what's going to happen? They're going to have to foul him. He's going to make 2 shots. All of a sudden, we're back up 3. They got to make a 3 and not a 2. Now, Chet gets fouled because what did they do? As soon as he gave the ball up, they shouted at SGA and said, like, look, one of y'all, we're going to make one of y'all shoot. And it almost paid off for him. J-Dub almost lost the ball. He passes to Dort. He almost lost the ball. Pass to Chet. Chet gets fouled, makes 1 of 2. Why isn't the ball in SGA's hands? Daignault, once again, coach of the year. Why isn't the ball in your best player's hands? Now, everybody goes, well, he was trying to get, Jones off of him. Set a damn screen. They're going to have to switch off. Then you rotate and put the guy on him you want. That's what you do. Let the man have the ball in his hands in rhythm so he can dribble up and get in rhythm so he can go. And then everybody else plays off of that. Once again, J-Dub is a fantastic 2A, 2B player. He's not going to be better than SJ on defense. You're wasted. You don't even know basketball if you said that. You're crazy. He's not going to be first team all NBA. You're wasted. He's not. He doesn't have the foot speed to do that. He got burned over and over and over last night. He was reaching over and he was getting killed last night on defense. What the hell are you watching, dude? Oh, that's right. You probably work for the Thunder or you're trying to suck up to them. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to educate you people in Oklahoma about the game of basketball, just like you are educated as far as football. Oklahoma fans are very knowledgeable when it comes to football, 100%. Extremely knowledgeable when it comes to football. Basketball, not so much. You're going to believe whatever the hell they say. And I don't listen to a lot of people because I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? If I listen to anything, it's national news because my mentality and their mentality is the same. Now, I don't agree with some of the stuff that they say, and it's simply because you haven't watched us play. Now, I understand your basketball philosophy and what you think it should be and what you think is going on, but until you watch us consistently, you have no idea. And the more they watch the Thunder, the more Daignault is going to be exposed for, 1, his lineups, 2, not putting the ball in SGA's hands. Put the ball in SGA's hands. Quit trying to create a new Westbrook because that's exactly what you're doing and exactly what's going to happen. That happened with Westbrook when you chose him over Durant. You're going to do the same thing, picking him over SGA. Instead of making SGA the man, making J-Dub a 2A, making Chet the 2B or 2A, 2B, however you want to look at him, I don't really care. You have Kaysen coming in. You got Keontae Johnson coming in. You can get rid of Dort. He can play defense. He can guard our spots. You got him coming in, and he's in the G League playing fantastic, made the All-Star team. Everybody forgets that guy right there that I'm talking about, he was the preseason SEC Player of the Year before he had the heart issue. That means the kid can play. And when you watch him at Kansas State, I know the commander and I, when we first time we saw him, like, who the hell is this guy? He was killing us. Now we know who he is. He's here at the Thunder, thank God. When we got him, I was like, oh, yeah, love this kid. He can go. That's your Dort replacement. So what does that mean? You're building up younger talent so that you can pay SGA the $400 million. He's going to be the first $400 million guy in 3 years if he's still here at the Thunder, which I don't think he will be. I think the Thunder are going to get more draft picks so Sam Presti can feel good about his 18,000 draft picks. And then you're going to have J-Dub and Chet, and you're going to lose your chance to do anything again. Just like you did with KD. Just like you did with Harden. Just like you did with Ibaka. Just like you did with Reggie Jackson. Just like you did with Sabonis. And my guy, Nathan Taylor of YMB, we argue about that because he goes, well, by trading, look what we got. We got Paul George out of that trade with Sabonis. I said, yes, I know we did. I mean, I get that. But my deal is that why would you not trade Westbrook, bring in him, You got a young group and do what you did a few years ago now, that you're doing now a few years ago. But instead, you kept Westbrook because that was their love child, whatever you want to call him. Huge mistake by Oklahoma City. They're making another one if you're picking J-Dub. He is the next Westbrook, and they compare him. I'm like, dude, you. And here's the thing. Everybody beat me up about Westbrook, and everybody's apologized to me because I was right. It took years for all those guys to come to me and say, yeah, you were right about him. I said, I told you. I told you before. You weren't listening. You weren't. He not the dude. That's my guy, Drew Henthorn. What's up, Drew? Drew, what you doing, man?
Oh, man. Just running around today, brother. It's Monday.
Yeah, I was giving my little Thunder deal from last night, talking about how I saw this guy talking about the J-Dub is have more upside than SGA, and SGA at 25 has reached his peak as a player. I'm like, what the hell? You're an idiot, dude. You're an effing idiot. Oh, my God. He's just now getting to his peak. It's just, I don't understand that, man. People just don't know. I said, so whoever you are, dude, you clearly were the ninth man on your 10-man basketball team squad. What did you think of the game last night that they should have lost and got lucky?
I thought they looked terrible. It was a poor performance. They got lucky to win. Beat a team that played 4 games and 5 games without their best player on the last second shot. You need to feel very, very lucky they won that basketball game.
Agreed. So, like I said, the thing.
I think that doesn't really mean much moving forward, but a terrible performance.
Well, but the thing is, Drew, like I said, I saw this stat where the Thunder are 24-14 in clutch games this year.
Yep.
That's a huge stat, and you and I, we've been talking about this. For the last 2 years, the Thunder have played more close games than probably any NBA team. We've been in close games, and so we know how to close out defensively, which we did last night, except giving up the 4 offensive rebounds. Jesus.
I was really surprised at how they got dominated on the glass without Zion. That doesn't bode well for future series. And it's the same problem. They just
you have to play.
SGA made a big shot. They escaped.
Hey, no, you got to play J. Will more. You got to.
Yeah.
Big boy couldn't push him anywhere.
Nope.
I was like, man, he ain't, Chet is a 4. How many times have we talked about this, Drew? You put Chet at the 4, J. Will at the 5. That ends all of that rebounding nonsense.
Yep.
But they don't want to do that because they want to stay smaller. And I'm like, dude, you have to decide, who do you want on the court? You know what I mean?
They got fortunate Zion wasn't playing last night.
Yeah.
It got ugly.
It would have got ugly. But you know what? Zion is not going to play this series. He's out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And when he comes back, go ahead.
Is that what they're saying? He's out for the series?
Yeah, he was out. He's going to be out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Drew. I got John Warren on our YouTube said that guards weren't boxing out worth a damn. No, they were not. Nobody was. Nobody was. Everybody was watching, John. 100%. You're correct.
They were rested. They're playing a team that should have been tired. Oklahoma City just, to me, they looked nervous. There's a lot of nerves.
Oh, nervous. No doubt.
But the effort, I just didn't think the effort was there. They were getting out rebound. They were getting the loose balls. They weren't getting the loose balls.
Watching
guys wide open. McCollum missed 2 wide open 3-pointers coming down the stretch.
Hey, Drew, what the hell was that on the 4 offensive rebounds and the Pelicans just throwing up shots? What are you doing? You shoot a 3, get a rebound. Shoot a 3, get a rebound. And, last night Nathan was like, well, you got your guys fighting for the ball. I go, Nathan, I'd rather my 3 players fight for a rebound and lose it instead of watching.
Yeah.
All day long. I'll take that one.
And the guarantee of things, it's a W. They won. They
At the end of the day, we escaped. We played terrible and still won. But I'm going to tell you this, Drew, blame the fans. It was electric in there last night. It was electric in there last night, bro. It really was.
Yep. Yeah, figured it would be. It's always loud there in the playoffs, but you can't rebound, it ain't gonna matter.
No, it ain't. But Drew, it was, dude. How does he have more rebounds than we had offensively?
I don't understand it.
He had 9. We had 8. They had 18 offensive rebounds, but 4 on one time.
Yeah.
At the end of the game. Chet's got his hands on his head. What, dude? Rebound the damn basketball. But once again, Drew, like you and I talked about.
I think they blow blow them out in game 2.
Yeah.
I think New Orleans isn't very good right now.
No.
I mean,
But, hey, Drew,
not.
what did you and I talk about last year? We talked about that, about how the Thunder needed to play in the playoffs last year. You and I talked about that. They need to play instead of trying to, get more draft picks. Draft picks. That's going to get old. What's going to happen is people are going to naturally go, yeah, Thunder got all these draft picks. Well, do something about them. Use them. Get somebody to help you. Try to win now. They're not in win now mode, clearly. They're just not. They're not.
Well, I mean, what, they played 12 guys last night?
Yeah, 11.
11? What, did Waters play?
No, he's not playing. He's not playing. The commander was upset about that, Drew, though. He thought he was going to get out there and play. He was upset about that, man. He thought he was going to play. Let's get to it. In NBA scores yesterday, Drew, man, god dang, bro, on Saturday and Sunday. The Cavaliers and Magic, I was surprised the Magic did not show up at all. Did you think they did?
That could be a quick series. Magic may just not be ready to play in the playoffs. I'll be interested to see. I kind of like Cavs tonight. I'll be interested to see what they do.
Yeah, I don't trust the Cavs, Drew. I don't trust the Cavs, but after watching the Magic, of course, that's just one game. Yeah. But, god dang, Donovan Mitchell is a beast. He really is.
Yeah, Magic they may not be ready yet.
Yep. How about the Suns just not even being existent at all in the game, other than Kevin Durant? How much of that game did you watch?
That might have been the best I've seen Minnesota play in 2-3 months.
Yep.
They played really well yesterday or Saturday.
Yeah, but the Suns, other than Kevin Durant, Booker was non-existent. I mean, they have no bench. I mean, but still, wow. How does Kevin Durant play 39 minutes and have 1 assist?
Yeah, I don't know.
Amazing. And then, of course, the Knicks and the Sixers, once again, Embiid in the fourth quarter, 0 for 4.
Yeah.
0 for 5.
Tired legs.
That knee, bro.
He did not play tonight either.
So they're saying, screw it, we're going to take rest, and they don't play again to win Saturday?
No, they play
Friday?
Thursday.
Oh, so it's 3 days, so it's Thursday.
3 days. Yep.
So why not?
Yep. Lakers play Thursday after tonight.
So that's not a bad deal, Drew, when you think about it, because, that gives Embiid rest, that gives Maxey rest. Mm-hmm. You go out, you play, you're only down 2-0-2, which means nothing because all they've done is hold serve at home. That's all you've done.
Yep.
You've held serve at home. That's it. That means nothing. So Lakers and Nuggets, though, what'd you think?
Man, the Lakers played well for 3 quarters. Again, they just can't put a total game against Denver together for whatever reason. I mean, what they go 0 for 10 that stretch in the third quarter, couldn't make a shot.
Yeah.
We're up 12 to down 8. It just, I don't know. The bench players didn't show up. Reeves didn't play well. D'Lo had a horrible game, and they just have their number. What's it now, 10 in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a must-win tonight for the Lakers. Lakers can't go down 0-2. They've got to win tonight, which I think they have a pretty good chance to win tonight.
Yeah, they got it.
I'll be shocked if that game isn't down to the last second.
Dude, they're gonna have to. Hey, D'Lo, he got to play.
Yeah, he got to play.
They're not gonna win with Austin Reeves as their third guy. It's not happening.
No,
it's not.
He's a role player. He's a guy that can come up the bench, give you a spark. He makes free throws. He does the smart plays, but he's not a bucket. He's not a go get a bucket.
Hey, Drew.
D'Lo's a go get a bucket guy.
Drew, your boy Wright.
Yep.
First of all, the commander goes, Waters. If Waters would have played, we'd have won by big. We'd have won big. Number 1, and number 2, Waters. The Lakers need Waters. That's what he says.
Well, water boy.
Oh, he's not the water boy. That's a compliment, I think. No, he's not the water boy. I don't think he's going to lead them to a championship.
They played all right, man. They played all right. They just couldn't put it together.
Yeah.
One bad stretch lost in the game, and then against Denver, you
can't
go 7 minutes without scoring.
You can't. But the question is, Drew, how the hell do you go 7 minutes? Well, the Thunder went 5 minutes at the end of the game without scoring.
Yeah.
And then they gave the ball to me, Drew, put the ball in SGA's hands, let him score.
Yeah, I was watching your thread, and that whole time, I think SGA shot the ball once. In that 5 minutes.
Yep, and he threw it away a couple times. But, the whole thing is that, Randy, Something's wrong with your uncle, man. He has issues. But anyway, I agree. It's like the Lakers to me is like the Thunder. Put the ball in your best player's hands. If you haven't gone more than 2 or 3 minutes scoring, you have to put the ball, bring LeBron in, put the ball in his hands, and say, hey, go get us a bucket. Got to. Now, you're going to wear him out towards the end of the game. I get that. But you can't go 7 minutes against the Nuggets without scoring and expect to win. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Thunder got lucky. If they were playing anybody other than the Pelicans last night and went 5 minutes without scoring, they would have got beat. So they have to be.
Like I said, they need to feel really fortunate that they got out of there with that win.
100%.
They could easily be staring down 0-1 right now and having to go win a road game.
Yep. Celtics and the Heat last night. I mean,
very embarrassing. But I mean,
what'd you expect? What'd you expect?
Yeah.
I mean, they've spanked them. What about 18 off? Average 18 this year. It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, I think the only team got a chance against them, the Knicks. And the Knicks, just because of that rivalry. But to me, other than that, I don't see anybody else.
Well, everybody was talking about Jalen Brunson yesterday. I said Jalen Brunson was struggling because they beat the crap out of him. They were physically beating that kid, beating him up. Yeah. And I don't care if you're a little guard, they're going to be physical. Remember they did that against Isaiah Thomas. They did it against Chris Paul. What was it? Who was it against Chris Paul? Remember when they were the number 1 seed? Was it us, the Thunder? When we beat them? When we beat the hell out of Chris Paul here? That was the Thunder, remember? When they were the number 1 seed and we beat them. Yeah. And, they beat the hell out of Chris Paul. And by the time he got to us, they were done. So I think that's what you do.
Cleveland might be able to give them a little bit of a run. I think Cleveland could win a couple games against them, but it's just going to be tough to beat them. We've talked about it all year. I think the only team that can beat them is Denver.
Yep.
Maybe Dallas.
Dude,
Dallas had it all going, even though they got beat by the Clippers, but I think Dallas still wins that.
Well, Dallas yesterday was – I don't know what the hell that was, Drew.
To me, they did. I got to watch a little bit of that game. To me, they just didn't look like they had it. Like for whatever reason, they just weren't ready to play.
Well, Drew, you can't go where only Kyrie and Luka score 21 straight points and nobody else scores.
Yeah.
You can't beat anybody like that.
No. It's as I said, tonight it should be interesting. Some good games tonight. And then, what do you think about the Bucks? Just mailing.
I was going to tell you that. I said before the thing that Dame Lillard hasn't forgot what the Halliburton did with the Dame time when they beat them. He hasn't forgot that. I don't know if you remember that. This was like midway through the season. They busted them in when he first got there. And after they scored, but Halliburton looked at his time when he's going off the court, started pointing at his time like it's Halliburton time. And Dame just kind of looked at him like, oh, okay. And so dude, that's like when Russell, I don't know if you were at the game, but when he was at Portland and Russell was here. And I'll never forget it. Dame was at the free throw line, and he got the ball, and Russell said, I don't know what Russell said to him, because we were on the second row sitting in cat seats. And we're on the second row. And we could see him. He turned and looked at Russell and was like, MF, what the block did you mother say to me? And we were all like, whoa. I mean, you could tell he looked straight at him, and he just lit us up. He had like 35 from that point on and had killed Oklahoma City every time after that. So I don't know what the hell Russell said to him, but Halliburton, you leave guys like Dame Lillard alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't poke the bear.
Mm-hmm.
You better have a big old shotgun. If you're going to poke him, you better have that. You better not have one of those tasers. You better have something to hit him with. And then, of course, the Pacers and the Thunder last night. Okay, today's games, you have the Magic and the Cavs, -5.5, 6 o'clock, and it's on NBA TV. It's not on real TV.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everybody's got cable service that has NBA TV these days. But the Eastern Conference, they usually always squeeze in an Eastern Conference game because it's so early.
Yeah, well, the 6:30 game, the reason why they did that, who do you want to watch? The Cavaliers and Magic or the Sixers and the Knicks?
Well, maybe the Cavs and the Magic tonight as the Sixers rest everybody.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time, though, did we?
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, I have a question. Why does the commander think that everybody needs waters? Now the Mavericks need him. What is wrong with him? Oh my God, these two are nuts.
He's gonna get locker room guys.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, whatever. But anyway, The Knicks are -6. Shouldn't that be more than that if Embiid and Maxey aren't playing?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was listening to the NBA radio on the way here, and they're saying that now that the Embiid game time decision that he may not play, that game might get taken off the board here pretty quick.
Yeah. What do you think the Cavaliers are? By the way, 203 is the over/under. What do you like in that?
The Cavs and the Magic.
Yeah.
Kind of like the over.
Yeah, 203.
Kind of like the over there, yeah.
Oh my God.
Keep still off the board.
Yeah.
Board still.
Okay, then you got.
On the board. It's actually gone down. That's kind of crazy.
It has.
5.5 now. Yeah.
Wow.
The Cavs and the Magic, but the Knicks is still the same. Lakers are still the same.
Yeah, I've got the. So you got the Knicks -6.5 over -6 over under is 205. Drew.
Yep, that's what I got.
Do you take that? What do you take? What do you like in that?
I got 6 and 204. I like the Knicks there, and I don't know about that over under. I can see that game getting very physical and dull if Embiid and Maxey are playing. I could see that going under the 6 or so and 80 points on the board.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%.
I don't know where the points are going to come from.
Lakers Nuggets.
Not Tobias Harris. So.
Lakers Nuggets tonight. Your feelings?
I think it's too many points. I mean, Lakers got to go all out tonight. They cannot go down 0-2. They can't. If they're down 0-2, they're not winning 4 out of 5 against the Nuggets. It's got to win tonight.
Hey,
Figure
Drew.
out a way to win a game.
Drew.
Yep.
My guy, Coach Gray, sent me this deal. Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever jersey outsells the Dallas Cowboys' entire team jersey sales for a year. I was like, wait, what?
What you got are a bunch of Iowa fans.
What you got is a bunch of little girls.
3 hours away from Indianapolis, and they're going to pack that stadium out.
What you got, Drew, is a lot of little girls buying jerseys.
Oh, 100%.
You got a bunch of dads buying jerseys for their little girls. That's what you got.
Why the hell would you buy a Dallas Cowboy jersey now anyway?
Well, you have a Dallas Cowboy jersey.
Yeah, but I'm a weirdo. But, I just keep the faith, but I don't know why anybody else would.
Well, the whole thing with the Cowboys, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit when we go to NFL news. Your boy Dak Prescott sitting up there at the charity event, and I'm like, bro, and he says, I don't necessarily have to be the highest paid quarterback. You're not the highest. You shouldn't be the highest paid. You shouldn't even be close. You should be barely above Baker Mayfield. You shouldn't be no $60 million, bro. I'm sorry, Drew. I just can't see it. Anyway, let's thank our sponsors, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna do a little NBA news. We're gonna do your picks, and then talk a little bit. By the way, our boy's coming on today too. The High Stick Harry.
Who's that?
High Stick Harry.
Nice.
Yeah, he's coming on today. Yeah, he's coming back to talk a little bit about some hockey. We want to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys up. They love to be behind the scenes. If you have a new complex or a dam or water plant deal, holler at our guys. They love to take care of that sort of thing. My guy Mark Long. Collaborative Logic. If you have needs for computers, software to customize your office, networking, or website design, Russell Williford is the dude to contact over at Collaborative Logic. And the thing I love about him is they can remote in and not have to worry about coming in and affecting your computer. So I like the fact that you can do that with these guys. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro.
What up, Jose?
If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit our boy up. He'd love to be able to help you. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank. Make things happen.
Yes, they're an equal housing lender, but you did a Nathan Taylor right there. You paused too long, man. Did a Nathan Taylor right there.
I'm reading something here.
Did a Nathan Taylor. There you go, Nathan. You feel better now? Anyway, they're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC.
Feel better than anyone Nathan Taylor.
A member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401 Elm in historic downtown Yukon. By the way, Drew, Randy says it's 66 steps. That's what he says. I was like, why is that? Because it's Route 66. Is that why it's 66? I don't know what that is. Anyway, or YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 39th Street, or 66. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there in front of the hospital. YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, located 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, America, 670-2424. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 1 on Fridays, and closed Saturdays, Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. 1982. Okay, now, Drew, in the NBA Finalist Awards, the MVP, SGA, Jokic, and Luka. Who do you think is going to win?
Jokic.
I do too. Should he win?
I mean, it'll be really close with him and Luka for second. With SGA and Luka, it'll be tight.
Do you think he should win?
And the injury at the end of the year hurt.
SGA.
Hurt. Yeah, that hurt being out of those 5 games. But
well, really, I'm missing those 2 games, Drew. Yeah. Missing the game against Philly.
Probably just because of I'm tired of seeing Jokic win it every year. But I mean, if you take SGA off the Thunder, they're
not there
every game. They're not even in the playoffs.
Drew.
If you take Jokic off Denver, I think Denver's in the playoffs.
By the way, Jose said, "What's up?" He says he's been out here in Shawnee. He's listening to us. He's listening to us on his deal, but he's out there in Shawnee.
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up.
I think Jokic is going to win.
Yeah, he is. And I'm not real sure how close it's going to be.
No.
I think he wins by my wide margin.
I do too. And it's because they've been seeing. Because to me, it's like, dude, Oklahoma City's up 17 wins from last year. They should not have won it. They've won it. And the MVP is about increasing your team's.
When does that get announced?
Probably sometime next week, I believe. Okay, clutch performers, Drew. SGA, Steph, DeMar DeRozan.
SGA, Steph, DeMar DeRozan. I'll take SGA there. Yeah. Steph should shoot me bad shot.
By the way, that dude that was talking about J-Dub was better says, J-Dub leads the NBA in clutch moments. Clutch field goal percentage. I said, dude, shut the fuck up.
Wide open.
Shut up, dude. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. The guy's an idiot. Every time I think about it, I had to turn him. I couldn't even listen. I said, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. But everybody has wide open. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Wonder why. Defensive player of the year. Do you like Bam, Rudy, or Wemby?
Cannot believe that Anthony Davis wasn't in that final.
I can't either.
That shocked me. I mean, he's had probably one of his best defensive years ever, but I'd probably you got Wemby, Rudy, and who else?
It's Bam. Bam, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be Rudy. I would put AD in there over Wemby. I mean, but
that's a popular pick. But Wemby had crazy numbers.
He did.
But
AD wasn't very happy about it. I was reading some articles this morning that he's been pretty vocal about how he got been in there.
Yeah, he got beat out. He got screwed over, no doubt. That was a Wemby pick.
Problem is, AD can't stop Jokic and he can't stop old boy from Sacramento.
Nope, he can't either one. Nope, he can't do either one of them. Sixth man of the year: Malik Monk, Bobby Portis, or Naz Reid.
Naz Reid.
Yeah, he's played pretty well for them, hasn't he? He's played really well for Minnesota. I agree with you. I'll take Naz on that.
Monk being out, you saw how important he was to the Kings. He was out. They just
fell apart.
Faltered down the stretch.
Faltered. I think they beat them. They beat the Pelicans. They don't drop that far. They're probably the 6th seed is what they probably are. Most improved: Tyrese Maxey, Sengun from Houston, or Kobe White.
Boy, Kobe White's had a hell of a year.
Hey, he has played really well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, probably Maxey. Just had better team. But I flip a coin between those two. Kobe White's had a great year.
Yeah.
They should have made that move for him when they had the chance last year, and they didn't.
They didn't. And Sengun, he was pretty good. But Kobe White, I didn't see him doing what he did for Chicago. Drew, I didn't see that. So, I mean, Tyrese Maxey, you could see the gradual improvement in him every year, getting better and better and better at Philly, and he's just on another level this year. I'd probably give it to Maxey to me. Coach of the Year, Dagnault from the Thunder, Chris Finch from the Timberwolves or Mosley from the Pacers? I mean, from the Magic.
I think you got to give it to Dagnall. Pretty cut and dry. Even though you and I question a lot of his decisions, but you go from 10th to first and home court throughout the playoffs and
17 games, 17 games from the year before.
Tough not to give it to him.
Yep, I agree 100%, Drew. Okay, now here you go, my brother. Here are your picks. What the hell did I do with them? I don't even know what the hell your picks are, man. Here they are. Okay, you have the Knicks -6 tonight. We talked about that. Magic +5.
Yeah, I'm thinking leaning Magic +5. I don't know if they're going to win, but the spread keeps coming down, which makes me think something's going on. Not real sure why, but go with the gut feeling there.
And then I have in here the Lakers and the Juggets versus the Nuggets. I don't know who the hell the Juggets are, Drew. Do you know who the Juggets are? I don't know who the Juggets are.
I'm going Lakers money line tonight. They +250. I think they win the game. I think they got to win. LeBron's got to have a LeBron moment. I think the Nuggets are getting a little passive. They beat the Lakers 10 times in a row. I think the Lakers, they're going to win. They got to do it tonight.
Yeah, so you're taking the under. Is that what you're doing? And that?
Yeah, I like the Lakers and the under. Under the 224. And I didn't even play the spread. I'm taking the money line.
Yeah, now why'd you decide to do that? Just because?
I just think they're going to win it outright. I think they win the game outright tonight.
Okay.
I think with the spread the way it is at 7, there's not a whole lot of money to be made there. But at +250, +260, you think they're going to win? I mean, $100 wins you $250.
Yep. I'll be watching that game tonight, of course. Major League Baseball. Shocking. Your Braves. I'm shocked.
Man, I was mad they didn't sweep the Rangers last night. Had a chance. Had guys on first and second. 2 innings in a row with no outs. They couldn't push one across. But
yeah, what the hell was the deal with that, bro?
God, I don't know. Darno just had an amazing series, 4 home runs. Cunha's kind of had a slow start. They put him in places where he's had the ability to drive home some runs, just hasn't done it. But they're sitting atop the National League, and that's tough to sweep the Rangers.
Yeah, it is. Then, of course, your Rays.
I like the Rays, man. The Rays are playing good this year. At home, good pitching, tough to beat at home.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to tell you, the team, the Pirates, what is up with the Pirates, man? They went from obscurity, nothing doing anything, into all of a sudden the last couple of years they've been relevant. What did they do? Is that their...
Well, I mean, think about it, they should be. I mean, good Lord, how many times do they have the number 1 pick? I mean, they should have the best farm system in baseball.
Yeah, it seems...
Even that, they're sitting at 11-11. They kind of cooled off. They started off 6-0. So... we'll see. I like them tonight. They're tougher at home. That kind of cold weather. People come up there in Pittsburgh. It's still a little cold up there, damp. So, I like them tonight.
Yep, and then, of course, your last deal is you have those Blue Jays. Minus money line 116.
I'm taking the Blue Jays on the road against the Kansas City Royals, who are the worst team in baseball.
Say and are. Yeah. So do you think go ahead.
They're sitting there. Well, they're not the worst team right now, but they're actually having a decent year. But I like the Blue Jays to beat them.
Yep. I agree. And plus, dude, do you think the Chiefs got screwed by tying themselves to the Rays? I mean, to the Royals. Do you think that the fans would have went ahead and voted yes for the Chiefs? Dude, they could. The whole point is, if the Chiefs leave and go to Kansas, which they very well could. And be like you and I talked about. I think, we talked about it before. I mean, you got the Chiefs. They leave there and, I mean, yeah, Jackson County is paying, or Johnson County is paying for them.
Yeah.
These people to come over. But you're getting a lot of benefit.
A lot of the old folks there have been nostalgic about that place out there, and they love going to the Royals games out there. And I don't know. It may be a sign of the economy. People not wanting to spend the money, and I don't know.
Well, but your thing is that they need to be a smaller place. They need to be downtown where everything is rolling. And why wouldn't you do that? So I don't get it. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, I can see maybe the Royals, but how do you deny the Chiefs? What the hell's wrong with y'all?
What the hell is very smart.
But you know what? For the Chiefs' point of view, you solve two issues. You move to Kansas, you get a brand new stadium which they could possibly make a dome. Now you would lose your advantage of
Pretty big
the
home
cold.
field.
But on top of that, guess what you do? New practice facility, new everything.
Yeah.
So that improves that. Breaking news, Drew: the Jets trade Jack Wilson to the Broncos for 2024 20 and set
Yeah, Zach
2024
Wilson,
6 and
I
7.
saw that.
What's your thought
Mind
process?
change, boys. What's up?
What's up, B? What's up, High Stick Harry? How you doing, big dog?
Hey,
Doing good, fellas.
But
wish
anyway,
I'd left
Beautiful
to
day
do
out
that
today.
yesterday, Harry. The ostriches took my money. The camels took my money.
I hit on the zebras. That was it.
you two, y'all weren't me out with that, man. By the way, Drew, how did the girls like it?
They loved it. They had a blast. I introduced Amelia to horse racing, so she loved it.
Oh, is that good or
I gotta
bad?
get her a book.
Is that good or
Now she
bad?
wants to go out for a father-daughter day and go gambling.
Oh, oh
Exactly.
God.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm worried about you too. What's your thought, Ben, on the trade?
The trade. I mean, the Broncos needed to fill that position. There was really no reason for him to even be there. It's not like, I mean, he wouldn't even be a good second round. Second in the depth chart.
Yeah,
So
but
I mean,
isn't
he
he a
needed to be done.
isn't he better for Sean Payton than he would be for what's his name in New York, Drew?
I think so. Yeah.
Hackett, Paul Hackett.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree. I agree
he just
wholeheartedly.
might need a change of scenery. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
think he's terrible. He's not like a top 10 to 12 quarterback or anything by any means. But I'm saying he's not like I just think he needs to change the scenery, like Drew said.
Probably pretty safe that they're going to draft a quarterback.
well, let's face
I
it.
think he got.
Hey,
I think Aaron probably groomed him pretty good to where he can change his mentality a little bit, do something different.
well, let's face it. The only person that really cares is our boy Jose about the
Yeah.
Broncos. None of us care about that, but him.
Excited about that or not.
He hasn't responded to me yet, so I don't know. Let me see. Okay, in NHL games, Nate. High Stick. We have the Bruins, and your Bruins at home tonight, leading one over the Leafs.
Yeah, they dog walked the Leafs last night, or 2 nights ago. It was 5-1. The Leafs haven't beat the Bruins in the playoffs in 50 years since '74. So hopefully they keep that going another year. And then one of their best players, William Nylander for the Leafs. I don't know if he's questionable for tonight as well, so that'd be huge if he misses that one.
Okay, and then the other early game, you have the Drews Canes against the Islanders.
Yep.
Wait a minute, Drew, are you still a Hey, Ben, is he still a Canes fan? Did he burn his jersey or does he still have it?
Since the Blues didn't make it to the playoffs, I guess I got to go with the Canes.
Go back to the well.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They're the favorite, aren't they?
I took the Canes tonight, actually, minus 133 in regulation time. I think they're going to come out and spank them again. So the Islanders are a pesky little team, though. That's like just that thorn in your side that just keeps getting you. They stick around. I think the Hurricanes, they were the favorite going into the playoffs for the Stanley Cup at plus 555. So they're still going to be favored. I think they're going to take down the Islanders pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay. Then, of course, my Stars tonight against the Golden Knights, the hockey champions.
Yep, that'll be on ESPN after the Bruins game, so that'll be good. Get some national television stuff going for that, so that'll be awesome. I like the Stars. The Knights are going to be tough. One of their big guys. So after the playoffs start, the salary cap is no more. So if you have guys that are on IR, you can their salary cap doesn't count against the cap. Like their salary doesn't count against the cap. So once the playoffs start, if they're healthy, you can have $30 million over the cap if you wanted. So they got a couple guys that are coming back healthy, and they made some trades right before the deadline. So the Knights, they were ranked 8th for the playoffs, but they're really more like a 1 or 2. So this would be a great series. I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah, I wanted to go watch a game down in Dallas, but there's no. I mean, between what the Thunder are doing.
And there's no tickets. I looked at them too. They're the only ones I could see were all red on SeatGeek. So
I'm not worried. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just gonna call my boy. Say, hey, hook me up with tickets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna worry about that kind of stuff. Let me see. Yeah, because I want to say, man, when are they playing? But between the Thunder, going to the Thunder games is kind of hard to to watch them play simply because I just don't have the time. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Tough to get back and forth that quick
Yep, you can't do it.
and comfortably. Yeah.
Then of course the Kings and the Oilers.
Yep, that's another game one tonight as well. McDavid, obviously for the Oilers. I believe this is the third year in a row that they played in the first round against each other, so they're going to get physical. All the games have been getting chippy lately. It's been really really good, but I expect the Oilers to walk away with this one. Kings are a little bit aged.
Yeah. Now when you look at the playoffs here, Ben, you got Colorado down, and that kind of. Did you think that Winnipeg? Did you expect them to come up and beat them?
Uh, Winnipeg has had a hell of a year. I mean, the game was 7-6 last night. I mean, that's you don't really see that very often. There were 6 goals in the first period between the two teams, and it was in that barn. I don't know if you ever seen that place. They do wideouts over there, and every single human in that entire building all has a towel, and they're all wearing white. I mean, it's commitment. It looks awesome. Go look at some of those videos if you can. But I didn't expect Winnipeg to win it, but Colorado, I think, is. I mean, they're still a great team, but yeah, I mean, that was a crazy game last night. If you could watch any of that,
Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, wait a minute, Colorado? Wait, what's going on over there? That
yeah,
was my first
Winnipeg's
thought
just
process.
yeah, they've always been top to bottom like really depth. You know, like not like they don't have any superstars. Everybody they're just top to bottom. You know, they can all play the four lines. Everybody's committed. They're just a good team. Got a great goalie.
Yep. And so who do you like? You think Boston's going to win? Okay, we'll stay on that side. Who do you like between Dallas and Vegas?
I'm gonna go Dallas just because the goaltending. I think Ottinger is gonna be just the difference in that one. But Vegas is it's gonna go 7. I think it's gonna go 7 games, and you know it should be really. It's gonna get intense. Those the two physical mean teams. It's gonna get awesome.
Hey, Drew, what I need to do is I need to call Rolando and see if he can get his tickets, and we all need to make a trip down to Dallas, man. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Hey,
you
I mean,
know,
Oh yeah.
get all of us, Trish and everybody, and we all get together and go down there. I'll see if I can, see if my friend is available
yeah.
for us to join us. Okay, then. So who do you like? So you think Winnipeg and Dallas? Is that who you think in round two, Ben?
Yeah, I think. Oh, I think Colorado's going to end up coming back and edging them out. I think Colorado. They just need to steal one at home. You know, that's the whole playoff mentality. If you can steal one in the other person's building, you pretty much got it won. So I think Colorado's going to do it. They're just a better team. They have like the best player in the world. So Nathan McKinnon and him and Connor McDavid are probably arguably 1 and 2. So I think Colorado's going to come out on top. But Winnipeg at home is scary. Watch some of those videos. That crowd is rambunctious.
Hey, that reminds me that what's his name get the 70 goals this
Nope.
year? He did not make it.
Nope.
He didn't get the 70, huh? Okay.
Nope. Yeah, and then he's behind still. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes moving forward, though. But Austin Matthews led the league in goals.
Yeah. Okay. So he got 69. He didn't get the 70th.
Nope.
No, he didn't. Who do you like? Vancouver, Nashville, or Edmonton, or the Kings?
Vancouver's going to walk away with that one. They're by far the best team, in that bracket over there. I feel like. Well, not at the north or not at the top of that bracket that you're watching right now. But yeah, Vancouver, I think is going to walk away with Nashville. They just don't have what it has. They don't have what it takes to just go 7 games. It's not going to
Nashville.
happen. And then Edmonton. I think they're going to win this one against the Kings. Kings are just getting too old.
Yep. And then on the other side, of course, you're going to believe your Bruins are going to take advantage of it. And you like Florida?
Yep, I like Florida. I think they're a great team. And then the Rangers are going to walk away with it with the Capitals, and Carolina should walk away with the Islanders. So it should be pretty straightforward. I think the best one though is going to be Boston Toronto. That's going to be the iffy one. I never bet on my team, so I hope they can do it. But I don't do it. I'm a mush when I do that, so I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that reminds me, speaking of betting, since I got both y'all on the line, what about your boy Michael Porter Jr.'s brother? What the hell was he doing?
What an idiot.
I mean,
he only made $21,000.
Oh my God, Drew! He bet on himself as an under that he was not gonna make under 5 points, under rebounds,
there
under
were videos of him hitting threes, and he is
getting pissed
mad.
off. Yeah, because he was betting on himself.
Yeah, and then I guess he was linked into something about like scratches and whatnot, and a guy hit like over $1 million parlay.
Parlay, yeah.
And then they checked their phones or whatnot, and it linked all to him, and he gave them information on who was healthy and who wasn't, and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of one of those deals, man. The more access, or more ways you can play, the more pressure. I mean, easy
I
money.
can't believe he was betting on himself. I haven't heard of
a
anybody
lot of
betting on.
immoral people out there that are clowns.
Yeah, exactly. Like they could
Well,
tap
yeah, I
anything
mean,
they want to.
each sportsbook has someone who looks for trends. Like if all of a sudden a $2 million bet comes in on Lindy Waters' minutes he plays in a game, and all of a sudden he goes out there and plays 4 minutes, I mean, you know that's an inside job because he shouldn't. I mean, he shouldn't play 1 minute.
That's so crazy though. Like, and just that he was betting on his own team. Like, I mean, we haven't heard of this since Pete Rose, really. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and he was betting unders and
He
stuff.
didn't bet
Not like
against
anything
himself
like
to
this.
lose though. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's like just completely opposite. He's like, well, I'm not going to get 5 points tonight, and then he would like leave a game and say he was cramping, so he wouldn't get 5 points. Dude. That's brutal, dude. That's so brutal.
How about Nelly Corder winning 5 straight tournaments, including her second major, and Scotty has won 4 out of 5, including the Masters?
Yeah.
What are y'all thought
Yeah,
process on both of that?
Scheffler's on another level right now. We haven't seen this since Tiger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this guy is.
people are
I
saying he
mean,
should take a seat for a minute, take a break. It's like no, he's on a heater right now. Like he is, yeah.
so he had a double bogey in the first round on like hole 6, and then he didn't get anything more than a par the rest of the way.
Less than a par, you mean?
Insane.
Less than a par the rest of the way.
Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely wild.
Yeah, and it's so funny is
that guy's a machine.
yeah, we were sitting there watching the Masters, and this guy was like, "Oh man, look at these live golfers." I said, "Man, that live golf stuff does not help them for a 4-day tournament. They're playing round robin golf, huh?"
The PGA's struggling right now in their ratings too.
Well, they have nobody. They have nobody.
Masters had one of the lowest ratings in 30 years. They've got to figure something out with Liv and start getting these guys. And I don't know how it's going to work, but.
Well, Drew, the whole point is that it doesn't matter if these guys are back. The only reason why the golf was up was because of Tiger. He gone. Golf gone.
Yeah.
Okay? He was the reason why they made the money. And if he ain't playing, if he's not there competing at all, nobody's watching. They're just not. They don't care.
1,000,000%.
I mean, they really don't care. They really don't give a shit. They really don't. They don't care about nothing but, watching Tiger. They care about, and I'm going to tell you this. I love Scotty and I love John. I wanted Rory to win so bad, or is that just me? Don't y'all want Rory to win the Masters?
Oh, I do.
Awesome.
I mean, is that bad for us to root for a guy like that, though, Ben?
No, I like
some guys he's paid his dues. It's like it's not about me liking him or not. He's paid his dues and he's done his part. I feel like he not like he's not owed one by any means, but he's still got to earn it. But it'd be awesome if he could win one.
But why does everybody got to compare themselves to the Dallas Cowboys? Why can't we say that they've
America's team? America's team. Dude, it's got to be hard not to read things and not feel a certain way.
Yeah. Well, I get it. Nope.
Who doesn't want to be the highest paid player? That's a lie. Yeah, I mean everybody wants to be the highest.
Yeah. No, I mean, but they will. You watch.
I like these like 1 or 2 year incentive based deals that are like really high, where it's less on the cap and they just earn bonuses. I like that. I like those a lot more. Obviously, as a player, you wouldn't. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be interesting who Dallas takes in the draft. If they go take a quarterback, writing's on the wall.
even if it's a late round, you still think it is?
Yeah. Well, to me, you don't waste one on a late round. I think if you're drafting a quarterback, you got to get him. You got to get somebody that can play Cooper Rush is going to be better than anybody you're going to pick up in a 6th or 7th round. I think Dallas needs to concentrate on linebackers and offensive linemen. That's what they need.
If you're Dallas,
be able to stop the run and run the ball.
If you're Dallas, would you have given a 7th round for Zach Wilson?
No.
I was just curious. I was seeing where you guys were at.
I think their first pick is probably the offensive lineman from OU, the big kid. That's who everybody's linking him to. And then, one that's in the draft. They've got him going to Dallas, and then the next two are linebackers. I mean, they've got to get linebackers, especially, and then maybe a defensive lineman because last year's #1 pick is a bust. The guy came in 40 pounds underweight. I'm like, what in the world is he doing, dude? Yeah, that kid that everybody
40 pounds overweight.
Kid from Michigan that weighed like 340 pounds. He came in at like 265, 270 as a defensive lineman. I'm like, come on, man. Who knows? He hadn't gotten sick or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's done. That's a bust. That's a bust pick.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I mean, they should. I mean, just another weapon.
They're just stocking up at this point. I mean, they were making. I mean, I feel like last year they had like 6 different running backs. At some different points, like that, just everybody was getting dropping like flies. Even though, like I think the year before that as well. So having Derrick Henry, having that just beast back there, that's gonna be unreal. I cannot wait. Him and Lamar doing a little option. Oh man, that would be unreal. Yeah. So, but I'm excited for that. I really think that changes the dynamic of the team completely. So.
Yep. I don't know. I think it could be a bad year. I don't like the vibes coming out of Dallas. I don't like Parsons skipping minicamp. I don't like CeeDee Lamb not showing up for workouts.
Yeah, I was worried about some of that.
Offensive line, you lose 2 offensive linemen. You lose your running back. I mean, it could be ugly. If it is ugly, then you're talking about wholesale changes. Then you're talking about coach gets fired, Dak's gone, and then you're back to a rebuild. So
they hire Bill Belichick midseason.
They gotta go find a young coach, man, and they got to start making moves in.
You guys think Bill's done?
I mean, I don't understand how they can't draw free agents there. I mean, it's just amazing to me.
I know, still with the no state tax, everything. Like there's a lot of things working for them.
I mean, they don't have any money either. They don't have any money either. So. Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he might be one of them guys that takes less money for the team to play good. Who knows? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they all work together on getting more money,
Yep. Man, it's big night for Laker fans. We got to have this one, Matt. Got to have a game. Got to have a win tonight. I think I'm going to call it. I think the Magic make that game close. I think Lakers win, and I think the Knicks blow out the Sixers. Yeah, me too.
No, not much. Go Bees, go Bruins tonight. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be on ESPN. I was getting to it. I want Stars to go. I want Bruins and Stars in the Stanley Cup. That'd be awesome. So that's yeah. Uh-huh. You got to do something. Yeah. Yeah, and then I got the Oilers and the Hurricanes tonight, both regulation time. So I'm taking both those. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Unreal. Unreal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that's a boys' trip.
That's a boys trip for sure.
We'll
Huh?
find one. No, Dad can't play golf. Maybe that might work.
Maybe.
Go Big Red.
Nothing. Cheers. Have a good night.
And watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour. And remember, like, subscribe, hit notifications there on YouTube. And we appreciate John's comments also here today on the show. That being said, everybody have a fantastic day. Go out and enjoy yourself.